Hello, my awesome warriors! Boom, boom, boom! Haha! Welcome back to Warpath Shop Mantu. Today we're talking about a tactical card that almost every top alliance has been using lately. At first, I thought it was just another ordinary tactic, but after watching several real battles, oh my god! I honestly think this could be one of the strongest tactical cards in Warpath 2026.
I think you're exaggerating a little. I've seen plenty of people using it too, but I still don't understand why everyone is chasing after it. Isn't it just a drone that you deploy and it automatically attacks?
That's exactly what I thought at first, but the more I looked into it, the more surprised I became. Today's star is the Sentinel drone.
All right then, give us a quick overview.
It's a legendary tactical card for ground units classified as a special tactic. It has an 8-hour cooldown and costs 100 tactical points to activate. Once deployed, the drone can be placed within 8 map grids of your base. It remains active for 1 minute, automatically targets up to 3 enemy ground troops within 3 map grids, and deals damage equal to 1.5% of each target's current HP every second.
Hold on, so it doesn't hit with one huge burst of damage, it just keeps draining HP every second?
Exactly, and that's what so many players overlook. This isn't a burst damage tactical card like an officer skill. Instead, it constantly chips away at the enemy's health over time. The Sentinel drone can only be deployed inside your own base, so it's most effective when enemy troops are pushing into your base or during boss base defense, when dozens of ground troops are packed into the combat area.
It sounds useful, but honestly, I'm still not convinced. Only 3 targets and just 1 minute of uptime? Holy crap, I knew you were going to say that. That's exactly why so many players underestimate the Sentinel drone. But trust me, never judge it by its basic version. What do you mean?
What I just described is only the base version. The Sentinel drone's real power begins after you start upgrading it, especially at 5 stars. Oh my god, at that point it practically becomes a completely different tactical card. And in my opinion, that's exactly why top alliances are investing so many resources into it.
Now you've got me curious. In the next part, let's break down the differences between the 3-star and 5-star Sentinel drone and find out if it's really worth the investment.
All right, explain it to me then. Everyone keeps saying the Sentinel drone only becomes powerful at 5 stars, but nobody really explains why. Is the difference really that big?
Oh, this is the part that surprised me the most. Guys, pay close attention. A 3-star Sentinel drone and a 5-star Sentinel drone feel like 2 completely different tactical cards. If you judge it based only on the basic version, you're seriously underestimating its true potential.
Okay, let's start with 3 stars.
At 3 stars, the drone no longer has to stay at a fixed deployment point inside your base. Instead, you can deploy it directly above one of your own ground troops inside the base. That means the drone stays with your front line and keeps supporting wherever the main fight is happening. It might sound like a small upgrade, but during large alliance battles, it makes a huge difference because the drone keeps dealing damage in the hottest part of the fight.
All right, that's actually a pretty nice quality of life upgrade, but I guess that's still not the reason why top alliances invest so heavily in it.
Exactly! Oh my god, the truly scary part begins at 5 stars. And let me repeat this one more time. It has to be 5 stars. That's when the Sentinel drone transforms into something completely different.
So what's so crazy about it?
First, its damage increases from 1.5% of the target's current HP per second to 2.5% per second. Now, some people might think it's only 1% more, but don't forget, this is percentage-based current HP damage, not a normal damage coefficient. The more enemy troops inside its range, the more devastating the total damage becomes.
And that's not all, right? I remember something about the duration, too.
Exactly! Instead of lasting 1 minute, the drone now stays active for 3 full minutes. That's 180 seconds of non-stop pressure. Holy crap! That upgrade alone is already massive.
Well, what about the targeting?
This is the biggest upgrade of them all. The drone no longer attacks only 3 enemy ground troops. At 5 stars, it attacks every enemy ground troop within a 5-grid radius. Just imagine a massive alliance battle where dozens of enemy troops are packed inside your base. The drone is basically damaging the entire enemy formation.
And it also slows them down, doesn't it?
Exactly! Every affected enemy troop also suffers a 50% movement speed reduction. Retreating becomes slower, repositioning becomes slower, reinforcements arrive slower. During an intense base defense, just a few seconds of delay can completely change the outcome of the battle.
Now I finally understand why everyone says the 5-star Sentinel drone is where the real power begins. The basic version and the fully upgraded version aren't even in the same league.
Exactly, but these numbers still don't tell the whole story. The real strength of the Sentinel drone isn't just its damage or its slow effect, it's how it completely changes the flow of a real battle, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about next.
All right, after hearing all those stats, I have to admit the 5-star Sentinel drone sounds incredibly powerful. But I still have one question. Should you activate it the moment enemy troops enter your base?
No, and that's exactly the mistake so many players make. In my opinion, the Sentinel drone isn't a tactical card that you should activate as early as possible. The key is using it at the right moment. If you waste it too early, you'll lose a huge part of its value.
Really? thought activating it early would give you more total damage.
Guys, pay close attention. The drone only lasts 3 minutes. If the enemy sends in just a few ground troops to test your defense and you activate it immediately, there's a good chance they're only baiting you. By the time their main force arrives, your drone could already be gone. Oh my god, that's a huge waste of one of the strongest tactical cards in the game!
So, you're saying we should wait until the real fight begins?
Exactly! The perfect timing is when the enemy has committed most of their ground troops inside your base and both alliances are fully engaged. That's when the Sentinel drone delivers maximum value. The more enemy troops packed into its range, the stronger it becomes.
What about boss base defense? I've noticed many top alliances save their drones specifically for that moment.
That's actually where I think the drone is at its absolute best. Just imagine this. The boss base opens, 2 alliances with more than 100 players rush in, and the entire base is packed with ground troops. Both sides are fighting for control, and nobody wants to back off. That's when you activate a 5-star Sentinel drone. Wow! It starts damaging every enemy ground troop within range for 3 full minutes, while also reducing their movement speed by 50%. Retreating becomes difficult, repositioning becomes difficult, reinforcements arrive more slowly. The pressure on the attacking alliance becomes enormous.
I get it now. This isn't a tactical card designed for massive burst damage. The longer the battle lasts, the more valuable it becomes.
Exactly. It's like a machine that slowly grinds the enemy down. At first, they may not even notice it, but after 30 or 40 seconds, holy crap, their entire front line has already lost a huge amount of health. That's what makes the Sentinel drone so dangerous. It doesn't need flashy damage numbers, it simply keeps wearing the enemy down while they're trapped inside your base. So, are there situations where you shouldn't use it? Absolutely. If the enemy only sends a few troops to harass your base and then pulls back, I would definitely save it. The Sentinel drone has a long cooldown, so I only activate it when I'm sure a major alliance battle or a boss-based defense is about to happen. The bigger the fight, the greater the value you get from it.
That makes perfect sense. Now I understand why top alliances never waste this tactical card. They save it for the decisive moment.
Exactly. In my opinion, the Sentinel drone isn't a tactical card that wins battles instantly. Instead, it slowly shifts the momentum of an entire fight in your alliance's favor, if you activate it at exactly the right time. And in the final part, I'll give you my overall rating and explain whether I believe the Sentinel drone truly deserves to be called one of the strongest tactical cards in Warpath 2026.
Alright, we've talked enough about the theory. Let's put it into a real battle scenario. Imagine the boss base has just opened. 2 top alliances, each with over 100 players, are rushing in. When would you activate the Sentinel drone?
This is exactly where the Sentinel drone shows its true value. I wouldn't activate it the moment enemy troops appear. I'd wait until both alliances have committed most of their ground troops inside the base and the fight is in full swing. That's the perfect timing.
So the more troops there are inside the base, the stronger the drone becomes?
Exactly. Just picture this. More than 100 players on each side, dozens of ground troops packed into the base. Tanks, artillery, rocket launchers, explosions everywhere. Then the defending alliance activates a 5-star Sentinel drone. Oh my god! The drone immediately starts damaging every enemy ground troop within range, dealing 2.5% of their current HP every second for 3 full minutes. At first, the enemy might not even notice it, but after 30 or 40 seconds, their entire front line has already lost a massive amount of health.
And don't forget the 50% movement speed reduction?
Exactly. That's actually the most frustrating part. Enemy troops can't retreat quickly. They can't reposition efficiently. Reinforcements arrive much more slowly. During a massive alliance battle, just a few seconds of delay can completely change the outcome. Holy crap, the drone isn't just dealing damage, it completely disrupts the enemy's movement and formation.
I see what you mean now. The Sentinel drone is designed to control the battlefield instead of delivering huge burst damage.
Exactly. That's why I always say this tactical card isn't meant for small skirmishes. It was built for large-scale alliance battles, especially when defending your base or during boss-based defense. The more enemy ground troops fighting inside your base, the more value you get from it. That's also why experienced alliances never waste the drone. They save it for the decisive moment.
So, what's your final verdict? If you had to rate the Sentinel drone, what score would you give it?
Personally, for base defense and boss-based defense, I'd give the Sentinel drone a solid 9.5 out of 10. I won't give it a perfect score because it has one important limitation. It can only be activated inside your own base. That means it's not useful in every battle. But when it's used at the right time, in the right situation during a massive alliance fight, whoa, the impact is absolutely game-changing. I completely agree. Before this discussion, I thought it was just another tactical card. But now I understand why so many top alliances are investing heavily in it. And this is just my first impression based on the game mechanics and real battle observations. In future videos, I'll test the 5-star Sentinel drone against other tactical cards in real gameplay to find out whether it truly deserves the title of the strongest tactical card in Warpath 2026. Now it's your turn, everyone. Have you unlocked the Sentinel drone yet? If you have, what rating would you give it out of 10? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future Warpath content. I'm Màn Thầu.
And I'm signing off as well.
Goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.